Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
Pathway Restorative Wellness Clinic exists to improve the lives of children, adults, and older clients with a range of diagnoses not limited to autism, stroke, arthritis, brain injuries, and depression, which hinder their ability to perform everyday tasks such as dressing, feeding, toileting, and grooming. Our licensed occupational therapist uses science, creativity, and compassion to design a client-specific care plan that restores and maintains skills required for daily living, work, and school. The Pathway Clinic is located on Morris Bishop Highway, but we extend services to schools and homes. Contact us at 473-422-7232.
Grenada, get ready for one powerful night of worship, song, and praise as Coral Lee Holdings presents Sinach. Sinach live in worship at the Grenada National Stadium. Sunday, June 5th, starting time 5 p.m. along with special guest artists from South Africa, Benny Mwepu, and worshipper Brandon Finch from New York. Dress code all white. Early bird specials $60. VIP early bird ticket specials $250. Special fares for churches are available. Children half price at the door. All churches and denominations are invited. Let us all come together for a night of prayer and worship unto God as we thank God for His mercies towards us and our nation. For more information, contact 419-3645. Sunday, June 5th. Grenada National Stadium, Sinach, Benny Mwepu, and Brandon Finch.
Rich, smooth, delicious, and packed with vitamins that could only be one thing. It's a Rika almond beverage. Great on its own or a lovely addition to smoothies. So call Superb Distributors on 435-2948 or visit us at Tempe St. George's today. Remember, Rika is life and life is Rika.
We got the call on our way home that something was wrong. When we got here, we saw that the entire house was engulfed in flames. Just sitting there and looking at you, basically your whole life investment going up in flames. It did take a toll on us as a family. Once we decided to rebuild, the thought came up to use the Housing Authority of Grenada. After they sent in their quotation, which we thought was very, very reasonable, we decided to go with Housing Authority of Grenada. They were very helpful. They visited the site weekly. The staff was very professional. The contractor was very professional. They delivered our house on time. The quality of work was amazing. And as you can see today, we are not disappointed. I would definitely recommend Housing Authority of Grenada for all your construction needs. With their affordable costs, high level of customer service, guidance, and building expertise, they will help you as they help us.
Alrighty, and we'd like to officially say welcome one and all to another Mikey Live program. I am your host, Mikey Hutchinson, and yes, it is always my pleasure to be with you to talk to you about what's making the news. We have a few things to tell you about, boy, tonight. Alright, now, TMI Community College Institutional Registration Certificate Presentation Ceremony. It happened, and we will tell you what it's all about. All right. Now, the Grenada Bureau of Standards, they've recalled some Jif peanut butter we'll talk about that. It's not just happening here in Grenada. It has happened in Trinidad, St. Lucia, other Caribbean countries. It started in the U.S. All right. A woman has been charged for money laundering and stealing from a church. We'll talk to you about that, all right? What else do we have to tell all your boy? Well, we had officers going around and talking to preschoolers about good touch and bad touch, all right? So we're going to talk to you about that. And we have more things to tell you about when we come back from our little break, all right? By the way, protest activity continues to happen at the T.A. Marisho Community College. It's been going on for weeks. Weeks, I tell you. You understand? And we'll talk more about that in a moment. So all you, we're taking a quick break and come back reminding you that the headlines was brought to you through the kind compliments of Courts Grenada Limited, Digicel, Nawasa, the Housing Authority of Grenada, Real Value IGA Supermarket Superb Distributors, and of course we got the Pathways Clinic on board. So all you, we're taking a quick break, and when we come back, it could be real news in all your little Lolo. We want to know, encourage you to share the program. You see, sharing the program does allow other people to see that we are live. You know what I mean? Last night we had a little talk about that after the program, boy. After we talked in the news. The people who stayed back, we encouraged them to share. And so we want to encourage you to, let's take a moment to share the program. Some people just don't see that the program is live, and they get to see the program through you once you share the program. So we want to encourage you to please go ahead. We can see who shares now. Papa, oh, Facebook, turn up. You understand? So we can see. So I could tell you, hey, one, share the business, man. Joyous, share the business, and share the business. All right, guys, go ahead and share the business to give other people an opportunity to see that we are live. So, folks, we're taking that quick break, and we will be back with more news. Stay right there.
Do you need to get one of these tests done at an affordable price? Well, look no further. Visit Allied Laboratories by Fit for Life today. We offer VDRL, CBC, ANA, rheumatoid factor, D-dimer, TROP1, HbA1c, PTINR, and PTT. Call one of our branches today, conveniently located at Grenville and Granats, and one of our staff members will be happy to assist. Please note that there are over 200 tests available, and these are only a few. So call today and book your appointment.
Alrighty, so again, welcome to the business. All So we have today, boy, woman corporal, Cardina Douglas McLean. Salvation Army, right? And those are preschools, and the officers were there talking to the youngsters about good touch and bad touch, and you know that it exists. You know, sometimes the parents don't spend the time to explain to their children what is okay and what isn't. And they leave it up to the teachers. They leave it up to everybody else. So the police decide, you know what? Let me go through. Let's do our part in reducing the incidents, or trying to reduce the incidents of sexual molestation and all of that as it relates to our minor. I think it's a very brilliant, in fact, give them a clap on the business. Very interesting initiative. So they took the time to teach the children about good touch and bad touch, about the private parts, where you know what's okay for people to touch you and what isn't okay. All you, the teacher, the principal, and the police for collaborating. to make this a reality. You understand? Good. They say it was interactive and fun. You understand? Okay. All you. The next thing we have to tell you about, boy. Yeah, I'll see the picture on our screen. Now the TA Marisha Community College, they have officially announced now the college received a registration certificate from the Grenada National Accreditation Board, the GNAB. Now the certificate of institution prominent certification handle principal. Did it to the principal, Dr. Representatives that were there to witness the groundbreaking certification. But what's going on with the audio there? It say as the principal, I find lately that thing cutting is style. You see, as a principal, I am proud to declare that the senior management team of the college is fully committed to strengthen the college, to better serve our students, and to enhance the quality of our curriculum, to improve the student learning experience, and to nurture an academic culture that is based on inquiry and critical thinking. It is in this context that the senior management team is developing a new strategic development or direction for Tamcc, one that is aimed at ensuring that Tamcc is an important part of nation building. You understand? So it was good, and this is good. All right, good, Olia. Well, congratulations on that end. Now, on the other end, protest activity continues at the college. This time you have more involvement of the union. The teachers' union, public workers' union have joined in solidarity. And they are saying enough is enough. You understand? Weeks, them people protesting. Hold on, messaging me on him. Yo. You understand? This time they say that they've had it. Enough is enough. Yeah? So you had the president, Brian Grimes, and then you had the PRO, Daisy Hazard, and them from the Public Workers Union lending support. They've had these grievances, they say, for years. No adjustment or increase on their salaries. They say poor and deplorable working conditions. Among other things. That has made it really hard for them to function any longer. They've even, on several occasions, brought out students to join in the protest as well. And they said, listen, I'm tired. I'm fed up. They're fed up. You understand? So they are calling on the relevant authority to hear them out. To hear them. Give them a listening ear. You understand? So let me see. Because what we are telling, what we can tell you, that we have seen over time, this protest is escalating. And the lecturers, they are prepared to go the extra mile in terms of the form a method of protest in order to realize some sort of positive result. You understand? Anyway, Olia, let me wait and see what's going on. But the thing ain't pretty. The lecturers saying they've had it. They want to move on. But they can't under the current circumstances. And asking to be heard. You understand? Olia, we're moving on. Are we looking for time? The next thing that we have to do is Spice Mass Corporation say that they like to extend an invitation to all artists who plan on taking part in the SMC's song competitions in 2022 to an important meeting with the producers of the competitions. The meeting takes place on Saturday, May 28th, 2022 at the Labucan Creative Center GCNA Complex, Kirani James Boulevard. And that's going to be from 2 p.m. to 5. The focus for Saturday's meeting is to discuss the expectations for the competitions from both the producer and artist perspective. Now, they say that it's important for you to say whether or not you are going to be present by calling telephone number 4400621 or emailing reception@spicemassgrenada.com, and that is to confirm whether or not you're going to be there. All right? And you need to do that by Thursday, 2 p.m. This Thursday. Earlier, so we were telling earlier, a couple of days now we've been monitoring the situation with the GIF, the peanut butter. Let me see if I could get a picture on the program. Look it on earlier. Scream. You understand? So there's been a recall for us here. You know, this recall is by the Grenada Bureau of Standards. They say that it's due to salmonella infection. You understand? They say they have voluntarily recalled multiple Jif brand peanut butter types, including creamy crunchy, natural, and reduced fat. In the lot code of the recalled products, if the first 4 digits are between 1274 and 2140, and if the next 3 numbers after that are 425. This product has been recalled and you should not consume this product. All right, and you are seeing an example on your screen. Again, in the lot code of the recalled products, if the first 4 digits are between 1274 and 2140, and if the next 3 numbers after that are 425. Okay? Good. So I'll have an idea. Now, salmonella is an organism which can cause serious and sometimes fatal infections in young children, frail or older people, and others with weakened immune systems. Healthy persons infected with salmonella often experience fever, diarrhea, which may be bloody, also nausea, vomiting, and abdominal pain. All right, so Olia, please be guided accordingly. So again, the product should not be sold, purchased, or consumed. We are moving on. Olia, according to police, Lindy Passy, who is a 30-year-old administrative secretary of Groovy State St. John, was arrested and charged by officers attached to the Financial Intelligence Unit, the FIU, for the offenses of money laundering and stealing cash in the sum of $13,039, and that's ECA, $13,000.39 from a church. The offenses were allegedly committed between the 21st of December 2021 and the 13th of May 2022. Now, Passy was granted bail in the amount of $15,000 with one surety and is due to appear at the Victoria Magistrates Court on July 5th, 2022. Oh yeah, we are moving on. So it's good news for persons who require dialysis treatment and may not be able to afford it. Now, yesterday we were telling you that, and somebody had asked after the program if we can explain further what are the criterias, what are the conditions, how does it work. Well, we actually asked that question yesterday of Dr. Taisha Donald, who is responsible for medical services at the General Hospital, who had this to say about it.
All patients coming in for dialysis will go through an assessment by our medical social worker. So she has an assessment tool that she would be using, and the patients would be assessed and placed into different groups. So based on your group in the assessment, this would determine what your capabilities are based on the tool that we use. So the assessment tool, it takes into consideration, how many persons in your family, your income, whether you have, loans, whether you have receiving any other treatment like, chemotherapy or any other type of treatment outside of dialysis. So it takes into consideration all of these things. So we have a little tool that we use. So she will do this assessment where she'll do an interview with the patients, and they would be categorized into the different groups. And based on the group that you fall in, then you have, group 1, 2, and 3. So the different groups will determine, your capability in terms of payments. So the standard payment would be $440, which is less than what currently exists, which is $695. And then, of course, for the persons who fall into the vulnerable group, these persons, of course, once we deemed based on the assessment that you're not able to finance this treatment, then, of course, these persons would not have to pay. The government would facilitate their payments, which they are already doing, because the government already contributes $1,000 to dialysis treatment for patients who are not able to come up with monies for all of their treatments. So we have an assessment system in place in order to get persons to qualify for the different areas. The thing about dialysis, though, a person might actually start off being able to afford their treatment, and we also have to take that into consideration because dialysis is so expensive. And as Dr. McIntosh rightly said, ideally we want to offer 3 sessions per week. All right. Presently they receive 2. And we want to do according to international standards, which is 3 sessions per week. Now, some persons, as I said, they would start off being able to afford it. All right. But of course, after doing that for a prolonged period, which, persons paying that amount of money based on the salaries people earn, it would be a bit difficult for them to, continue treatment. So there's not just a one-off assessment, but you assess to start, and then of course you do a reassessment based on the needs. So in that way, we plan to deal with that, because we really don't want anyone to not get service because of financing.
Yeah, and that could be true. Yeah, people lose their life. All right, so the next thing that we have to tell you about, boy, is yet another COVID-19 related death was recorded here in Grenada, unfortunately. Now, according to the last dashboard, there were a total of 606 tests that were conducted, COVID-19 tests that were conducted yesterday, of which 91 turned up positive. During that same period, one person unfortunately died. there were 34 recoveries. Now, the test positivity now stands at 15%. Grenada's active COVID-19 cases are now 891. Now, as it relates to our vaccination, 38,601 are fully vaccinated, and there are 5,247 who are partially vaccinated. Okay, and booster shots, 6,589 have been administered thus far. Now, there are 5 persons currently hospitalized as a result of COVID-19. They say that there are 3 who are severely ill and 2 who are critically ill. All right. I just find that we have not been hearing a lot about those who are dying. I don't know. Are we getting accustomed to this? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe we are getting accustomed, I guess. All right. All right. So we're moving on. Olio, you know, I think one of the things that is really breaking people's heart is the fact that there was an attack in Texas at an elementary school. 19 children were killed. 19. And teachers as well. 2 adults. Folks, are we really getting an understanding of the severity of what's happening here? 19 kids, children, babies. And that's only some of them. Killed by a gunman, a young man. He too was killed. He went on the easy way, you know what I mean? One of the officers shot him. That's the easy way out. You know, you're supposed to put him on a chair, you know, and sit on ice. And then get a tweezer and pull out a toenail every day. And put vinegar in the wound with some salt. You understand? To shoot him and kill him, that's too easy. That's painless. You understand? That's painless. So, you had Steve Kerr, you know, from the Golden State Warriors in the pregame interview. He wasn't even willing to talk about basketball. He says he's fed up. He's tired of 1 minute of silence, tired of expressing condolence and so on, and that the government should do something about it there. They are doing nothing because if they are to attack the gun laws, they are going to lose votes. And that's what everyone is saying, even the governor in Texas. Yeah? Are you willing to sit by and do nothing and watch this become the order of the day, the norm, in exchange for votes? Because that's what it is. In exchange for votes. Nobody wants to tackle it because once they do, they become unpopular. You understand? So, nobody's doing anything about it. The president himself says he's fed up. Everyone is fed up about it. No one is doing anything. Remember, it was just a couple days ago. Elderly black people just shot while going about the business shopping. Killed. A couple of them well. A few days later, this. People walking around with gun like his side bag. You know? It's like it's a cell phone they have in their hand and just shooting up the place. You understand? Anyway, Olio, it's really sad, it's really tough. It's really sad, it's really tough. Let's pray that this situation will be resolved in the US. We're taking a quick break and we'll be back shortly. When we come back, we've got the national report and as well the weather.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
Hey man, when we come online, you only juking up your phone.
Yeah boy, now what I say, they have an app. I can't find it. I check Play Store. I do a Google search. I can't find it. Man, I get fed up, man.
Nah man, because you look in the wrong place. The app is web-based.
Web-based?
Yes, you access it via your web browser, right? You can add it to your home screen or your desktop, like any regular app. Watch. Look, I have it on my phone, right? And you can access it or add it to any device, your computer, your tablet, any device.
Well, how am I doing that and I can't find it?
Okay, watch. All you have to do is open your browser, right? And type mobile.nawasa.gd. And voila, you see?
Hey, just so?
Yes, and you can download it or access it via the web. Once you have a reliable internet connection, right, you can run the app anywhere, anytime.
So, how I adding that to my home screen?
Right, so you click on those three dots, right, or your web browser setting, and look for the option to install app or add to home screen. Easy peasy.
Well, thank you. Now I could help Auntie June because she was having the same problem too.
The Nawasa app, versatile, fast-paced, and always up to date because it's web-based. So Auntie June won't always have to install update. Once a change is made to the app, it updates automatically, no hassle.
Well, that's a good thing.
Mobile.nawasa.gd, your customer support companion.
Pathway Restorative Wellness Clinic exists to improve the lives of children, adults, and all the clients with a range of diagnoses not limited to autism, stroke, arthritis, brain injuries, and depression, which hinder their ability to perform everyday tasks such as dressing, feeding, toileting, and grooming. Our licensed occupational therapist uses science, creativity, and compassion to design a client-specific care plan that restores and maintains skills required for daily living, work, and school. The Pathway Clinic is located on Morris Bishop Highway, but we extend services to schools and homes. Contact us at 472-7232.
Spice Mass is back! And Grenada Distillers Limited wants you to win big with its bottleneck promotion. With every purchase of pure white or special dark, you are automatically entered for a chance to win. Win tickets to Soca Mona. Win free costumes. Win bottles of Clack Scott Rum, Grenada's #1. Win cold hard cash and more. Simply write your name, address, and contact details at the back of this bottleneck and insert in the boxes at participating outlets and the Clack Scott sales van. Win big for Spice Mass with Clack Scott, Grenada's #1 rum.
Rich, smooth, delicious, and packed with vitamins that could only be one thing. It's Rika Almond Beverage. Great on its own or a lovely addition to smoothies. So call Superb Distributors on 435-2948 or visit us at Tempe St. George's today. Remember, Rika is life and life is Rika.
We got the call on our way home that something was wrong. When we got here, we saw that the entire house was engulfed in flames. Just sitting there and looking at you, basically your whole life investment going up in flames. It did take a toll on us as a family. Once we decided to rebuild, the thought came up to use the Housing Authority of Grenada. After they sent in their quotation, which we thought was very, very reasonable, we decided to go with Housing Authority of Grenada. They were very helpful. They visited the site weekly. The staff was very professional. The contractor was very professional. They delivered our house on time. The quality of work was amazing. And as you can see today, we are not disappointed. I would definitely recommend Housing Authority of Grenada for all your construction needs. With their affordable costs, high level of customer service, guidance, and building expertise, they will help you as they help us.
Welcome to Yogo. Most of you know us for our food delivery service and our food pass for free delivery from restaurants. But did you know you can also use us for grocery deliveries too? We've just added another 5,000 plus new items to Yogo Supermarket. And stay updated as we add more products and vendors. Yogo Services is our convenient skip-the-line offering. Let us pay your electric, water, and other utility bills for you. With us, you will be able to buy tickets, pay your rent, schedule bookings, and other services. Need a ride to get somewhere? Give Yogo Lyft a try. Select your pickup location and destination location and wait for our driver to collect you. Never have to worry about how you're gonna get to a place again. Please see website or app for our service locations. And sign up now.
Health officials say final preparations are underway for the operation of the dialysis unit at the General Hospital. We'll have details to this story and more in the National Report. With the details to the news for Wednesday, May 25th, I am Rikisha St. Louis. Health officials say final preparations are ongoing to complete the dialysis unit at the General Hospital, which will provide affordable weekly treatment to kidney patients. Director of Hospital Services, Dr. Carol McIntosh, says work is ongoing with the National Water and Sewage Authority, NWASA, and engineers to provide the adequate supply of water needed for the dialysis units. Dialysis is the process of removing excess water, solutes, and toxins from the blood in people whose kidneys can no longer perform these functions naturally. Dr. McIntosh says the plan is to increase dialysis treatments from 2 to 3 sessions per week.
They determined that they would need to have the water not come from the main and go to the general pipes, but come directly from the main to the dialysis unit. So that was one of the things that started. So NWASA dug up and built a new line straight to the hospital, and then our plumber and contractor then are now putting in the line to go directly to the dialysis units and the ROs. It has nothing to do with the sinks, has nothing to do with the bathrooms, it's just handling particularly the units. And on top of that, Dr. Radix had made sure that we understood that we need to have storage tanks. So we're waiting for the 2 storage tanks to come in. But even without that, we're able to feed it directly. And when the storage tanks come in, that means that we'll be able to maintain the water, that the water would not be stagnant, that it's constantly moving because of the need for this. And to make sure that the water doesn't have any kind of infection or bacteria, a lot that's going on. Dr. Dunn will talk further about that. So we're in the process. And again, I say it is a process. It is necessary for the safety of the patients because we're going to be providing them the standard of care of 3 sessions per week as necessary for a patient, and being able to provide this in a safe and constant sustainable environment is what we're looking for.
The Ministry of Health is collaborating with the International Society of Nephrology to ensure that the treatment offered and the unit is operated according to international standards. Director of Medical Services, Dr. Taisha Donald, said equal opportunity will be created for every patient.
having dialysis services is a way of treating this condition in the end stage, and being able to offer it at a public level, again, at the level of hospital services, encourages equity for all. It ensures that everyone has the right to care and not limited by the cost factor. So it's our pet project. And well, I see, let's say, a little silver lining, because we know as we speak, we're under construction, so that the piping, that direct line is being done. And it's anticipated that it would take roughly 2 weeks to complete. Now, once that is complete, we now have to ensure that we do a run on all of the machines, test the water, make sure the quality is adequate, because of course we want to ensure that the service we offer is at international standards. And we have been working along with the International Society of Nephrology, and they would be assisting us in terms of ensuring that we, follow those standards and assist us throughout this project.
She explained how the assessment system will function to accommodate payment of treatment for individuals who cannot afford. Government will also continue to provide support and facilitate payment to assist kidney patients who are unable to pay. Government already contributes $1,000 per individual for dialysis treatment.
All patients coming in for dialysis will go through an assessment by our medical social worker. So she has an assessment tool that she would be using, and the patients would be assessed and placed into different groups. So based on your group in the assessment, this would determine what your capabilities are based on the tool that we use. So the assessment tool, it takes into consideration, how many persons in your family, your income, whether you have, loans, whether you have receiving any other treatment like, chemotherapy or any other type of treatment outside of dialysis. So it takes into consideration all of these things. So we have a little tool that we use. So she will do this assessment where she'll do an interview with the patients, and they would be categorized into the different groups. And based on the group that you fall in, then you have, group 1, 2, and 3. The different groups will determine, your capability in terms of payments. So the standard payment would be $440, which is less than what currently exists, which is $695. And then, of course, for the persons who fall into the vulnerable group, these persons, of course, once we deemed based on the assessment that you're not able to finance this treatment, then, of course, these persons would not have to pay. The government would facilitate their payments.
Director of Medical Services, Dr. Taisha Donald, commends Grenadian groups in the diaspora for assisting during the pandemic and for continuing to devise ways to assist in the delivery of healthcare services. The COVID Crisis Group and the Canadian High Commission both procured blood analyzers. Residents of the Sister Isles no longer have to travel to mainland to acquire services. Blood analyzers count the number of different types of red and white blood cells, blood platelets, hemoglobin levels in the blood sample.
We also were able, through the Grenada COVID Crisis Group, headed by Dr. Radix, Dr. Friday, Dr. Matthias, Grenadians in the diaspora, who came up with funds and assisted in procuring a number of equipment during the COVID crisis. And one of the things they were able to procure were blood analyzers, ISTAT machines we call them. These are little machines, handheld machines that you can go to the bedside, take a patient's blood, and get your results right there, right then. And so, being in Carriacou, this is a big blessing, because they no longer have to wait to send samples over to mainland to get them processed at our lab. They're now able to do their tests right at the bedside, get their results right away, and again, you have quick diagnosis, and it means early treatment, and the whole end game would be quick intervention and better outcomes.
The Canadian High Commission, partnering with the Chores Group, also procured another blood analyzer. This was assigned to the Accident and Emergency Department of the General Hospital.
While the lab is right on site, we get in point of care, results. So they no longer have to wait. They can do their test right there, right then. And, in an emergency situation, you could make quick decisions. So these are some of the things that has been happening, and we're really happy about that.
This is the National Report. We'll have more news after the break. Welcome back. In keeping with government's plans to formulate strategies to help realize sustainable development goals, the Division of Youth Development continues to create avenues aimed at empowering the nation's youth. The 2022 Annual Youth Symposium was officially launched at the New Life organization NULO, with students at the institution being the first to benefit from the engagement. It was attended by Minister with Responsibility for Youth Development, Honorable Kate Lewis-Peters, and other members of staff attached to the Division of Youth. June Paul has more in this report.
The Division of Youth Development in the Ministry of National Security, Public Administration, Home Affairs, ICT and Disaster Management has officially launched the 2022 National Youth Symposium under the theme, Gifted to Succeed. The event kicked off with students of the New Life organization, NULO, who were given an opportunity to engage with Minister with Responsibility for Youth Development, Honorable Kate Lewis-Peters. Youth Symposium is aimed at providing a platform to young leaders throughout Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique to formulate solutions for the realizations of the Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs, to promote youth empowerment and to recognize and celebrate achievements and contributions by young people. Addressing those present at the event, Minister with Responsibility for Youth Development, Honorable Kate Lewis-Peters, beseeched students to be change makers, bearing in mind that their present situation is not the final destination.
Don't doubt yourself. And no matter your current situation at this moment, for some of you as difficult as it may be, you too can be a change maker.
The highlight of the Youth Symposium was a feature presentation made by Pastor Lambert Paul. Pastor Paul implored on the youth to seek God first in everything they do, with endurance to the end.
We live in a world today where individuals want to give up so easily when things get rough. But we have to learn that despite the challenges we face, we have to go forward ever, backward never. But you see something to note. We live in a world where everyone, or almost everyone, wants things fast, or I may say, instant. Because of that, because we want to understand that, we have a lot of instant stuff. So we have what? Help me know. Instant messenger, instant tea, instant yeast, instant replay, instant coffee, instant... Are you listening to me? Because we like it instant. But what is not? The Bible says in Matthew chapter 24 verse 13, but he that what? He that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. So in this life, it's not about instant things, but it's about endurance, pushing towards the end.
The staff and students of the Palmis-based institution was treated to performances by Soca artist Vaughn. Offering words of advice, Vaughn encouraged the students to take responsibility for their actions despite life's challenges.
And every one of us have to take responsibility for our own lives, and as Kate said, for also the lives of the people that we impact directly and indirectly. Right? This is a stepping stone for each and every one of you, and wherever I am in my life is also a stepping stone for the bigger dream. We all have big dreams, we all have big goals, and we want to achieve the highest level of success that we can. And that does not only affect us, it affects our families, the people that we love, the people that we come and we interact with each and every single day. Right? So you have to take responsibility for your own life. It doesn't matter where you are today, you just use that as an opportunity to get where you want to be. We all have our struggles, we all have our challenges, but as long as you have the willpower to push on and to continue on your path, stay in your lane and run, you will get to the finish line eventually on your own will.
The Division of Youth Development is continuing to provide opportunities like these to help and support youth during this very challenging time by equipping themselves with the skills and confidence needed. For the National Report, I am June Paul.
That story just ended the national report for Wednesday, May 25th, recapping the top story. Health officials say final preparations are underway for the operation of the dialysis unit at the General Hospital. On behalf of the entire news and production team, I am Rikisha St. Louis saying thank you for joining us. Until next time.
All right, thank you very much, Rikisha, and the rest of the GIS News team. And what we have for you right now is a look at the weather, and that's submitted by the Met Office. We can tell you that the weather is expected to be partly cloudy to cloudy and hazy, with a chance of a few light showers. Tonight's minimum temperature 25 degrees Celsius, winds east, northeasterly to easterly at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Seas moderate, waves 3 to 5 feet in open waters. And for Thursday, we can tell you that the weather is expected to be generally fair and hazy, at first becoming partly cloudy to cloudy during the afternoon with a few light showers. Max temperature 30.5 degrees Celsius, minimum 25. Winds easterly to east-southeasterly at 12 to 22 miles per hour. Seas moderate, waves 3 to 5 feet in open waters. And that, my friends, is your weather for tonight and tomorrow. And we would like to say hello to a few people who are currently on the program. Firstly, we would like to say hello to the folks who are currently on YouTube. So we see we have Bello, or Bula, or Beulah, maybe Beulah, all right? Right, good, I think I got it right, Beulah. It's Clovey. Who else is with the, we have Wendy, we have Suzanne, we have my mom, we have Gloria, we have Justin. I mean, all the folks who are currently on YouTube, we want to say hello to you. And those of you who are on Facebook as well, it is our time to say hello to you. So all the Facebook viewers, blessings to you, okay, guys? So we see we have Veronica, we have Praise and Worship, we have Eunice, we have Kyrene, we have Hazel, we have Javar, we have Bermuda, we have Pearl, we have Cynthia. I mean, everyone. We have Gretel, hello to you. We have Lintana, and I want to say hi to Rena. Happy birthday, darling. Hope that you enjoyed your night tonight. Well, and your day today, all right? Hope that it was a great birthday for you. All right, and what else? Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, so I'm saying blessing to all you again, all right? And there are some of you who have not yet shared the program. Can I ask of you to please go ahead and share the business? I mean, come on. All right, there are some of you who have not shared as yet, and I really, Glenda, hello. Williams, Della, hello to you as well, all right? There are some of you who have not shared. Michelle, hey! Michelle, how come you didn't share it? I tell her we see the business. Ventress, blessings to you, all right? It's Clovey and Teresa Velma. So y'all go on YouTube and then y'all come here too. Y'all in playing that. All right, so guys, take care of yourselves. I'm tired today. Anyway, take care of yourselves and we'll touch base again, okay? If you have not yet done so, what did I say? Yeah, share the business, okay? So take care, yeah? All right, we'll do. So let's go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we all say, Ja! No! Take care.